Hello there, I'm standing by my camper van in the driveway of my house where it's been sitting idle for 3 months. And every time I pass it, I feel a deep sense of frustration. This is the time of the year when I normally spend time in the Western Highlands enjoying the yellow and the broom, the natural world signal to Scotland's travelling people that this was the time to get back on the road again. Alas, thanks to COVID-19, it won't be happening this year. Although there's been some easing up of restrictions in Scotland, the guidance from the Scottish Government is really quite clear. Stay at home. And if you're going to travel a wee bit for recreation or exercise, try and make it within 5 miles from your house. Camping and overnights in a camper van are still not allowed in Scotland, I'm afraid. And that looks like being the ongoing guidance for the next few weeks or so. But it's not all gloom and doom. Scotland's tourism industry is, for obvious reasons, desperate to welcome you back to Scotland again. We want you to experience Scotland at our summery best, but with all due respect, not at the moment. Now, I'm very aware that lockdown restrictions have been eased more in England than they have been in Scotland, and if you're thinking of bringing your camper van over the border in the next wee while, I'd respectfully urge you to think again. There are no campsites open in Scotland at the moment. There are no pubs or hotels or B&Bs open. There are no small shops open. Scotland is currently closed for tourists. And if you intend finding some informal camp somewhere just off the road, just be aware that you're likely to be made kind of unwelcome by local communities. Communities that are justifiably concerned with the threat of coronavirus. And as I said earlier, it's not all gloom and doom. There are folk working on your behalf trying to make something out of this necessary lockdown. Last week I had a long conversation with Catherine Bunn of Campa, the Campervan and Motorhome Professional Association. And I learned that there's been a lot of discussion going on between campervan hire companies, retailers, campsite owners, local communities and the Scottish Government. Discussions aimed at making the return out of lockdown a better place than it was before. More airtight placements, more Brit-stop style stopping places, making communities aware of the economic benefit of camper vans and motorhomes. And it was all very positive. And you can help too. Let me know what changes you'd like to see in Scotland's tourism infrastructure. How can we make things better for campervanners and motorhomers in Scotland once we come out of lockdown? Leave me your ideas in the comment section below here and I'll make sure that they're passed on. It'd be wonderful if you could come out of this lockdown period having used the time to take stock and improve the whole landscape for campervanners and motorhomers. But for the moment, please obey the guidelines. I miss getting away in my wee red camper van here. I miss travelling in Europe. I miss getting out in the hills. I miss all of these things. But that all falls into insignificance when I think of those people who are missing something else, missing their loved ones who have fallen victim to this virus. We have to work together to suppress this virus. And we're getting there. The numbers show that. But we have to be patient for just a wee while longer. And I make this plea to you, not as a politician or as a bureaucrat, but as a campervan user, just as you are.